The following is a presentation of Muddy River Sports.
Welcome to another episode of Schuck on a Truck. I'm Muddy River Sports editor Matt Schuckman, hanging out at Quincy High School today. We're talking grappling. And unbelievable that the Quincy Invitational this weekend, and it's 50-degree weather this week. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Sitting here with Brian Newbold, Owen Uppinghouse, a couple of Quincy High's best wrestlers who are going to do something special this weekend, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys look forward to when it comes to the Invitational?
I look forward to getting really tough matches. I know that there's going to be a really good kid there from another team that I look forward to wrestling to. It's going to be a close match, and hopefully it goes our way, but we'll just have to see then.
What about you, Owen?
I look forward to putting on a show. I like wrestling in front of a home crowd. It's kind of a different environment than traveling, and just looking forward to do good, score some team points, and take home a trophy.
Does being at home change the way you approach the weekend?
No. I think every match is the same. I could wrestle state champ or first year kid, and I feel like I always wrestle the same match. I try to wrestle my match and not let outside stuff dictate it.
What about you?
No, I tend to wrestle the same match no matter where I am. I just try to wrestle smart and control it and wrestle my match.
You guys have had success this year as a team. I know last weekend you went down to Carbondale and won the Murdale Invitational. What does that do for the group of guys in the wrestling room when you come back from a tournament with the championship?
I feel like it gives us a lot of confidence knowing that especially a lot of confidence in the work that we've put in, knowing that it's paying off, being able to go and win team trophies and get first place at tournaments.
What do you think?
Yeah, confidence is a big key. I think a lot like previous, we've had a lot of kids, like even our weaker weight classes this past weekend stepped it up, and they did good, and they placed pretty high, and I think that works to our benefit, and I think they're going to wrestle better throughout the rest of the year.
Okay, a lot of people don't understand what goes on in a wrestling room and the amount of hard work that goes into on a daily basis. Can you describe at all what it's like in the wrestling room?
Hell.
I have to agree with him.
That's a good description, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, now this one I'm anxious to hear your answer on. At the end of a really hard practice, what does the wrestling room smell like?
Sweat.
Socks. Yeah.
But it's never pleasant, is it?
No.
When you step into the wrestling room, what's your mindset need to be?
You got to be ready to dominate, and you got to be willing to go through hell and back.
But me and especially wrestling him, me and him go back and forth, and we're practice partners, and every day we love each other to death, and I think of him as a brother, but as soon as the door closes, then I'm trying to rip his head off, and as soon as we walk out, then we're fine with each other. It's just you got to wrestle aggressive, and that's how you get better.
You're at 160, you're at 182. Doesn't matter who you're going up against in the wrestling room. You got to give it your all, don't you?
Yep, especially wrestling Coach Neely or Coach Smith or any of our coaches, really.
Has either one of you stuck Coach Smith?
No.
He's a beast, isn't he?
Yeah, big guy.
Yeah, and quite a wrestler when he was here.
Yes.
So you've got Coach Neely, who was a wrestler here. You've got Coach Smith, who was a wrestler here. You go up and down the line. Having those guys in the wrestling room, guys who believe in Blue Devil wrestling, guys who were part of that wrestling room. How much does that help you guys?
I think it's inspiring, especially having people. Well, Neely's been coaching for such a long time, and even as a coach, he's proven that our program does wonders. And I feel like we're taking kids to the state tournament. We're placing high, and I feel like there's no other person that I would trust more than Coach Neely or Coach Smith or Coach Peters or any of our coaches to take us to that high level.
Yeah, I have full faith in our coaching staff. We have a coach like Marty, who was a great wrestled at Illinois, and then we have a coach like Coach Neely who's been doing it for so long and helped produce wrestlers like Hunter Thomas, who were placing in the state finals at the state tournament.
I know both of you have state title aspirations.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting closer. We're only a few weeks away from the start of regionals and the state tournament series. What do you guys have to do specifically to make sure you get the most out of your state tournament experience?
I feel like I have to make sure my body's all there for the postseason series, and then making sure I'm peaking at the right time. not peaking back when we were wrestling at Carbondale this past weekend, making sure I'm at my best and 100% ready to go.
Yeah. I think physically it's important, and mentally getting your mind right. Like those weeks leading up, making weight, being ready to wrestle, and not being intimidated because you're wrestling somebody who might knock you out of the tournament. Because once you get to that postseason, if you're out, you're out. There's no coming back from there.
You expect a high level of wrestling from everybody up and down the lineup, but everybody's different. Who's the meanest person in the wrestling room?
Yeah, probably. me or Briar.
I can see that. Who's the nicest?
Coach Neely. He's getting kind of soft.
Really soft.
That's because he's getting old.
Yeah.
And he'll give me crap about that because I'm older than him, but we're both nearing 50, so his wife just turned 50, so I can see him getting a little soft. Okay, if there's a guy you're going to go up against who might smile at an opponent, who's it going to be? Which one of your guys?
Eric McClellan, 100%.
Okay, who might give a little elbow or something? Is there anybody that's going to maybe want to rough somebody up?
Probably Briar.
Yeah.
I would say Briar. Briar's kind of dirty. Or Tyron Moore.
Yeah, that's all I can think of.
Who's the bookworm?
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you and I talked about that.
Yeah.
How you read on the way on the trip to Florida.
Yep.
Who's the cleanest? Who's the guy that's going to make sure they're clean after a match or after a practice?
Not Briar.
Definitely not me.
I don't know. I think we're all kind of dirty, to be honest.
Okay. So if I ask who the dirtiest is, it's everybody.
Yeah.
But don't you kind of have to be that way a little bit? You got to have a little grit to you and a little to be a good wrestler.
You just gotta. If you have a mouthpiece, just bite down on your mouthpiece and then go full-fledged head first.
Obviously there's a different feeling at the end of every match, but to have your arm raised, what's that feeling like?
It feels amazing, just knowing that you get all your hard work's paying off, and that you get your hand raised, and you're accomplishing your goal. Obviously, you have your bigger goal, state title, but every match you win, every match that you wrestle, you're just getting closer.
It's not better than getting your hand not raised.
Okay, we're only a couple days away from the Invitational. Little different this year because it's only one day. It's not a Friday-Saturday thing, but still 16 teams. There's going to be a lot of competition. What do you have to do between now? As we record this, it's Wednesday afternoon. You're getting ready to go to practice on Wednesday afternoon to get ready for Saturday. What are the next couple days like for you guys?
Getting a couple pounds off, working hard, making sure that making sure that we're working the moves at the tournament that we're working at practice.
Tightening screws, just doing the little things, because really that makes the difference is what you're doing compared to what they're doing. If you're more technical about it and you come at it with the right mindset, then you should be able to win.
Obviously, you got to watch your weight. You got to watch what you eat, how much you hydrate, and all those things. When you get a chance to break away from that and celebrate with a good meal, what is it? What's your go-to? I don't have to worry about calories. I don't have to worry about that. I'm going to go eat this. What would it be?
Express.
Panda Express. Okay.
I'm a really big Panda guy.
Okay. I like that.
I don't know if I have one specific thing, because I generally like all foods unless it's vegetables. But
he's not the biggest vegetable guy.
But if one thing above all is probably just ice cream. I love ice cream.
Oh, okay. So that's what you would indulge in if you won a title.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I like that. Well, guys, I appreciate you taking the time to do this. I know you got to get to practice, but good luck this weekend. I'm looking forward to being here. It should be a great weekend for wrestling.
Yep. Thank you.
For Owen Uppinghouse, for Brian Newbold, I'm Muddy River Sports Editor Matt Schuckman, and this has been another episode of Schuck on a Truck.